It is time to get uplifted. Thank you for joining me. I'm Allison Seymour, and guess what? It is spooky season, and we've got a couple of tricks up our sleeve for this special Halloween edition of Get Uplifted. Okay, we'll introduce you to our very own Sanderson sisters, give you tips for thrifting a Heidi Klum approved Halloween costume. We're going to share some boozy cocktail recipes, spotlight the best trick-or-treating neighborhoods in the DMV, and highlight Halloween activities worth taking your little ghost and goblins to. Well, trick-or-treating, it's the night that your little monsters wait for all year. A pillowcase full of free candy, outfits that scream, and neighborhoods that turn into haunted mansions. Who could resist any of that? And if you're planning on taking your little fairies and skeletons trick-or-treating in D.C., here's one neighborhood you don't want to miss.
It's the Halloween I remember as a kid, so it's really a fun atmosphere. People spend all year long just looking forward to Halloween. Each year here on Capitol Hill, it's fantastic.
Trick-or-treating was not like this when I was a kid. We would go to a little community center and bop for apples and have a little couple pieces of candy every now and again. So this is a whole new experience. But when you're on Capitol Hill, you have to step up your game.
You guys are spooky.
It's absolutely the best trick-or-treating experience. This is, again, our third year here. We buy like 8 bags of Costco.
Can't buy enough.
Candy.
Welcome to the spot. Inside out too.
Yes!
Happy Halloween.
We want more next year, more neighbors and more different thematic costume experiences, the better. It makes it fun for the trick-or-treaters. We've had a lot of people visiting from other countries that have never experienced Halloween before. So the more the better. It makes it more fun for those people that aren't used to it.
Well, your trick-or-treaters will likely see your jack-o'-lanterns, and we want to know if your Halloween decorations will be the talk of the neighborhood. But we have something that you're going to be talking about. We brought in a local pumpkin carver and 4-time triathlete world champion Susie Mink to share tips to make your pumpkin stand out. Now, Susie has been carving pumpkins for almost 20 years, in addition to serving as an advisor for her alma mater, Howland University, and then competing again in triathlons. These are just some of her designs, and you can see she's paid tribute to a couple of our local sports superstars, including the Great 8, Jane Daniels, Katie Ledecky, and Frances Tiafoe. Earlier this month, I spoke with Susie about what inspires her to carve out time for the fall tradition. So we're so happy to have you here.
I'm delighted to be here.
Happy Halloween.
To you as well.
Is Halloween your favorite of the whole year?
Probably.
I know, because you're so good. Okay, I'm going to let you finish.
Okay, I'll carve and talk.
We have such a great surprise at the end of this. But anyway, you wear a whole lot of hats. You're a triathlete.
Correct.
My goodness, and you also you work in philanthropy at your university,
Yes,
right?
Hollins.
Okay, and then you're a master. I'm going to call you a master pumpkin carver, but you're also an artist in general, right? But what got
That's
you
right.
interested in pumpkin carving?
Well, a number of years ago, I was going through Union Station, and they had pumpkins, and they had stencils of the presidents, and I bought one of those stencils, and then
Right.
sort of figured out that if you go to the drugstore, you can buy Pumpkin Master stencils. I thought, this is pretty cool stuff. And being an artist, then I just sort of got involved in it and went online and found
Right.
fabulous artists with lots of hints, and that's how I started.
And that's how you started.
That's how I started.
So what's it feel like to create this kind of art? Because I
It
know you do
is-
different disciplines as well.
It is one of the things I love about it is they don't last. So it's, but the other thing is when you do somebody's portrait, or you surprise somebody with their boat on a pumpkin, the
Right.
joy that comes out of that's on a pumpkin,
Right.
it's just really fun, and
Right.
and the ephemeral part of it is wonderful.
Right. What does that feel like, do you think, when someone receives such a personalized gift?
They're sort of like, what?
Right.
There's a bit of a gobsmacked about it. And
Right.
it's like, wait a minute, that's on a pumpkin?
Right.
And that's me?
Right.
That's the fun part.
You've done some really elaborate portraits. What have been some of your favorites?
Well, the sports figures, the DC sports figures. I think my favorite one of all time, because it was one of my best of all time, was Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And that was, and this happens when we lose important people. Folks sort of expect me to do a tribute on a pumpkin. It's sort of become a thing
right.
that I didn't create, but others have sort of now expect it.
Right.
So it's sort of like, well, you're going to do Are you going to do Robert Redford? Well, okay, I'll do Robert Redford.
Right.
So that's sort of what's happened. It's become when something in the news or there's something either tragic or wonderful, how do you commemorate that with a piece of art? And that's become sort of an expectation.
Right. Where can we find all of your pumpkins from the past? The past pumpkins for Susie Mink.
I have a webpage,
okay.
minkpumpkinportraits.com, and they're all there.
Right. 21 years ago, did you think you would ever have a website with that name?
No.
Exactly. Okay. So in the seconds and minutes that we have, I want you to finish doing.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
It won't be perfect.
All right. What do you do first when you're doing a carving?
So what I do is I outline all the moving pieces, like right here, where it's supposed to be lighter. I'll outline that, and then I'll work on the eyes and mouth first, and then I'll work on the remainder. And you see, this is still fairly rough.
Who's been the hardest? I would think with someone as iconic as Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who had all the seasoned lines and the wisdom in her face, that might have been hard to capture.
I think she was easy because it was the emotion of the moment.
Okay.
Jane Goodall was really hard.
Okay.
I did one that I didn't like.
Right.
And then finally landed on one I sort of liked.
Yes.
But she was really hard.
Okay. And you have Jane Goodall on this. Now,
Yep.
Susie, are we ready to show? Can we show Jane first?
Sure. Let me just do a little polish.
Okay. Just doing a
'cause
polish.
know.
And what you're about to see is the artwork of Susie doing these amazing pumpkin carvings with such realistic portraits, really, and the one that she's been working on, that's of yours truly, but we wanted to start with Jane Goodall. So if we could dim the lights, and there it is. Okay, now, this is the moment that I have been waiting for to show you this beautiful, beautiful carving. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Allison Seymour on a pumpkin. That jack-o'-lantern is amazing. All right, thank you, Susie. Well, hunting for the perfect pumpkin can sometimes feel like a twisty adventure, almost like getting lost in a corn maze. With so many to pick from, you might find yourself wondering, which way do I turn next? But if you're looking to really get lost in a maze, we've got a suggestion. Take a look at your screen. Summers Farm Corn Maze in Frederick, Maryland. It's paying tribute to Alex Ovechkin. So look really closely. You can see the grade 8 wearing his signature number 8 jersey. The number 895 is also in there to celebrate his record-breaking number of career goals. The maze also features Capitals themes trivia to help you get you through that maze, and it runs through Halloween. Well, you and your covens may already be in Halloween mode. We saw many of you guys headed out to DC's Witch Fest last week. Local tarot card readers, artists, and makers brought their tricks and treats to help make your day more magical. And joining us now on Get Uplifted to talk about the impact of that witchy fun and what happened that day and what happens all year round, our co-organizers, Sky Marinda. Hi, Sky. Hi. Thanks for being with us. And RJ Lucas. Hello.
Hello.
So how was DC Witch Fest 2025 this year? I'll start with you, RJ.
It was incredible. The turnout was amazing. We have been doing this for 3 years now, but this year we brought thousands of people to Columbia Heights in DC, and everyone looked incredible, had an amazing time, and we're still getting really amazing feedback from it.
So you started at one location. It's grown. Are you surprised by that?
We were definitely very surprised to see the reaction on Instagram this year. Like 200,000 people saw the flyer.
Wow.
So we were like, we need to double this.
Right, I love that. Let me back up and ask about witch culture and the community here in the DMV, because people are watching and maybe they're like, now did she say witch culture? So let me ask you, how would you describe community?
It's one that's always been here, and Sky and I are just really excited to bring people out and visible and together. And we've both been organizing in DC for over a decade in different event areas. So being able to create a cohesive DC Witch Fest community has been really encouraging for us.
Now, when you're in the witch culture, let me ask a question. I hope it's not insensitive, but do you consider yourselves witches?
We do, but we also welcome people coming out who just like it for fun or just want to try it on.
Right. And there, of course, there is a negative connotation to this, so let's set the record straight. How do you define witch culture or practicing witchcraft or being a witch?
I mean, it's great that it's not something that's really definable. I think it's something you define for yourself.
Okay.
But yes, there's a lot of negative connotation with a lot of things, and we just don't own that.
Right.
There's, you know, people can be negative about a lot of things that are related to being a woman traditionally. So no, that's not it. We're here to have fun. We're here to be a part of our community and get goofy sometimes.
So perfectly said. So Sky, tell us, we're seeing some pictures of what Witch Fest was this year. When people come out and when they come out next year, what's the experience like?
Yeah, you can expect to see lots of really cool witch costumes. That was our fun, like the funnest thing was seeing, we saw a banana witch, like so creative.
Okay.
And there's lots of different activities you can do, like getting tarot readings, astrology readings, making little spell bottles, so it's really fun.
Okay, and we're gonna do a tarot reading just in a second. You're gonna do one for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if people are watching and they say, well, I'd like to be a part of the community, because it's not just this time of year, you have events all year round, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we host events throughout the year, primarily around equinoxes and solstices. So we have many coming up for winter solstice, which is a big holiday, and also gift-giving season.
Okay.
But yeah, we do stuff throughout the year and on a monthly basis as well.
And how do we get in touch? Does the witch community have a Facebook or something? How do we get? How do we know?
Instagram.
Yeah.
You can find us at DC Witch Fest on Instagram.
Okay, thank you. All right, so let's get into it. This is one of the things that you can take part in next year. You missed this year's DC Witch Fest, but this is the ancient art of reading the cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And we'll just do a quick. Yeah.
And Sky is at all of our events. So
Okay.
for the winter solstice events, you can also get your cards read throughout the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have the Justice card to start. This one's about what's going on for you right now. And justice is associated with the astrological sign of Libra. And it's a card around being balanced right now, feeling like a good balance in your personal life and in your relationship. So it's a really nice card to come up.
Yeah.
The Ace of Pentacles as your guidance card, this is what can help moving forward. And the aces are about new beginnings, and the pentacles are about the material things in life, like our home, finances, and career. So this card can be about expanding what you're doing with work, sometimes as literal as like moving and going through changes there.
Okay. All right.
And last week at the Five of Wands, this card can be about competition. Or sometimes like conflict around you. And so it speaks to you trying to create more collaboration within these groups and finding like harmony with that justice card. You're really good at making people work together.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. I feel special. I got a tarot reading today. This is Sky Marinda, and that's RJ Lucas, and we appreciate you so much coming in.
Thank you.
Spending some
Thank you
time
so
with us
much.
today. Okay, absolutely. Well, beware. You may be in for more tricks than treats at a house in Pennsylvania. A 16-year-old turned his family's basement into a haunted hotel. Waukesha Bailey takes you inside the frights.
Joe, are you in here?
I sure am.
Welcome to the Venziel Manor, a one-of-a-kind haunted hotel built entirely in the basement of a 16-year-old.
I know we're having a storm outside right now.
After a creepy welcome, teen creator Joseph Venziel showed us his labor of love.
We're still working. We're still building, painting.
How long have you been doing this?
Since May.
That's 6 months in the making. From checking in to old Hollywood-style details, Joe imagined every corner.
So this is our front desk. It's just very old Hollywood style. It's like you walked into the 1930s.
He scouts props year-round with his dad. Joe even built a luggage room to sell the illusion.
To kind of just sell that idea that, you know, you're checking your bags into the hotel and you're here for your, your final stay.
Final stay?
What is it about Halloween that you love so much, Joe?
Well, I just love the creativity aspect of it and how much I can do with it and build upon what I already have.
Next stop, the elevator.
So now we're going to go into our elevator. I'm sure you remember that from last year.
Whoa, it's moving. The elevator is moving. Look at this flashing light. Oh my gosh. Jim, Janelle, are you guys still out there?
Well, I'm
Are you
watching.
still out there?
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Last year, the scares included a crazy clown tent in the backyard. And this year, Joe is adding a ballroom attraction, complete with custom moving mannequins designed by him. But his biggest challenge is back inside a speakeasy style cocktail lounge.
We built little boxes behind the walls with cutouts for the windows.
All built with the help from his family, his mom and grandparents on sets and costumes, and his friends cast as 17 actors.
So I always like to improve what I'm doing for not only myself, but for everyone else to enjoy.
And whether you check in just for a few minutes or survive a full tour, this is one experience you won't forget.
Man, that is really spooky. Okay, figuring out your Halloween costume may be bugging you. Coming up, the owner of a local thrift store joins us with shopping hacks and styling tips to turn your thrift store finds into a Heidi Klum approved Halloween costume. Yeah, that's Heidi Klum right there. Well, are you still looking for that iconic Halloween costume or a special accessory to pull the look together? Why not thrift it? Not only will you have a one-of-a-kind costume, this option is more affordable, it's sustainable, and likely more versatile for future uses. And Fia Thomas is the owner of Fia's Fabulous Finds. It's a thrift store on Upshur Street in DC's Petworth neighborhood. And Fia's here with us now talking about sourcing Halloween costumes secondhand. Thank you for being with us.
I am so glad to be here. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna tell you something. Your personality, it just jumps out. It is infectious, and I feel happy that you're here today.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now you're doing something special for Halloween.
Yes.
Folks are going through it, and maybe if they're just trying to grab a little joy this Halloween, you're here to help. Tell us about what you're doing.
So this is our first time at Fia's offering costumes. We have a wonderful community in Petworth, and many of the parents have said, hey, have you thought about having costumes to sell? And I said, you know, I really haven't. And so I decided to go ahead and have an offering this year for kids and for adults. And so this is our first time creating some costumes for folks to consider.
And so did you have people come in and say, you know, I already wore this, let me pass it on to you? Did you put the word out for that, or how did this whole thing come to be?
We did. So I called on the community and I said, hey, if you've got some Halloween costumes or themed pieces that could make a costume, bring them in. We give you 50% once the item sells. It's an opportunity to provide some great pieces and to make a little bit of cash during these, you know, challenging economical times.
Tough
So this was an opportunity for partnership.
What did you bring with us today? And also, what are some tips? If somebody, like in years past, like as a grown-up, I'd have, okay, I'm going to start with this dress or this headpiece or what have you, and make a costume around it. What are some tips that you tell folks who come in?
The one thing I always tell people, whether it's shopping for a costume or just buying something for work, is be able to wear it multiple times. So there's no time right now for you to buy something and then just never wear it. And so some of these costumes are inspired to have a great costume as well as wear it a different time. So some of the things that I kind of love is that, you know, if you want to be a zebra, you can be a zebra, right? We can go ahead and put some ears on this, maybe a tail, some black leggings, and then on top of that, you could wear it another time with some black jeans or something like that. So just trying to make sure that some of the items can be worn multiple times. I was thinking, who doesn't want to be a Christmas tree for Halloween, right? But then who needs to go out somewhere for New Year's Eve and have a really festive top? And so putting some little a green wreath on your head, having a Christmas tree inspired sequence top, and then being able to wear it, you know, another time. One of the other things that I absolutely love is a black cape. And this is a vintage black cape. So you can go ahead and do so many different inspired costume themes. But then you also can use a black cape when you're going out night on the town or dressing up for a really fun event. And then for kids, you know, kids always grow out of things, so you know you can have a Halloween costume, but then they can also go to sleep in it as well. So this is multi-purpose. So all of these pieces have one theme in common, and it is to use it multiple times, to gift it, to use it for Halloween costume, and to also use it when you're not having a costume
Right.
and you can just wear it
All right,
on a
because
regular basis.
all of these things, can you just show this red number before?
So yes, this was my inspiration
Yes,
for
ma'am.
Spider-Woman.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
So, but she may want to go out dancing, you know, in March.
Look,
and
she
so
might
she's
wanna
got
be
a great
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
So this is something that you can wear, you know, multiple times. You know, when you think about the Pink Pony Club, you may
Yes.
want to go ahead and create a pink pony outfit
Right.
with a pink dress, and then on another day in the spring, wear it with some white Chuck sneakers
Right,
and a denim jacket.
Okay, okay.
So we are going to be very economical this season. We're going to use our resources, our financial resources wisely, and finding costumes that can work outside of the Halloween
multi-purpose.
season.
We got to let you go, but I do want to ask you about these earrings. Those are fabulous, and a whole thing could be around that, even if you had a black cat suit on in those.
Vintage earrings, Halloween-inspired earrings, but sometimes people are like, you know, I definitely am not a costume person.
Right.
No problem. You can still get festive with just some accessories.
Absolutely.
And so this will give you a little bit, you know, you'll fit into the party or the event
Yes.
without having to go full stream costume.
Fia Thomas, you are wonderful. Thank you so much. It's Fia's Fabulous Finds. Give us the address once again in Petworth.
We are located at 843 Upshur Street, Northwest in beautiful Petworth, Washington, D.C., Upshur Street.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Happy
I
Halloween.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we now want to bring in the Director of Community Outreach for SWAP DC. That's the group organizing clothing swaps, plant swaps, and mending workshops for us in the DMV. And they've been doing this for over a decade. And SWAP DC's Director of Community Outreach, Adelia Bossi, joins us now. And with all that is SWAP DC and all that you do, how are you?
I am well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Let's talk about SWAP DC and now just the thought behind it and the impact on the community.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, it's 10 years in the making. We started 10 years ago with the intention to reduce waste by creating a platform to donate clothing. It's since then grown into record swaps, book swaps, plant swaps, and we are volunteer run, community driven. So really always including a community ask 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. At their farm. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting. We're encouraging folks to dress up in their best Halloween costume.
So cool.
And in the spirit of swap, try to upcycle an outfit. Try to throw something together that you might have already had in your closet.
So when we said like mending workshops, but it's really about upcycling, right?
Yes.
Okay, and not filling up these landfills,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Rather than throwing something away, we encourage you to make it into something new, make it into something different. You know, we're used to cutting our jeans in half and making shorts.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. All right, and what are you accepting this time around on November 1st? What should people bring? That kind of thing.
Absolutely. So up to 5 items, because we do have to find a home for them if they haven't been taken. So up to 5 items. We are seasonal, so fall items, sweaters, scarves, backpacks, books, things of that nature. And then when you show up, you give 5 items, you can take 5 items.
Nice. All righty. And before we let you go, of course, it's Halloween season.
Yes.
So are there any special, like, are people bringing their old Halloween costumes? It's still the season,
Yes.
but what's the guidance
Well,
on
we're
that?
asking not to bring Halloween costumes. We're asking you to wear your Halloween costume.
okay.
So if you want to recycle last year's Halloween costume, we are all about it. Again, or pick things in your closet and just have fun with it. Otherwise, yeah, it's fall clothing. So that's really what we're looking for: winter things, jackets, things of that nature.
I love it so much. It speaks to community.
Yes, absolutely.
It really does.
Yeah, and you can learn more about it at swapdc.com.
Okay.
And we're on all the socials as swapdc.
SWAP DC. Thank you so much. Okay, that's what we look for. All right, have a wonderful event November 1st.
November 1st,
November 1st.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
Up to 5 items.
All right, happy Halloween.
Thank you, same to you.
Well, dress up for a good cause. The DC Horror Book Club is hosting a Halloween party at Little Miss Whiskey's Golden Dollar in Northeast on Saturday, October 25th from 7 to 10 p.m. Event organizers say they'll have frights, delights, and everything in between. Tickets, they're going to run you $18. All proceeds go to a scholarship fund to help writers attend next year's Stoker Con. That's a convention dedicated to horror writing. And you can buy tickets at the Eventbrite if you're looking to go to this event by searching Halloween Party hosted by DC Horror Book Club. Well, some of you may be craving a boozy potion to help you scare off all those ghosts and goblins. Whitlow's Bar on U Street got you covered with that. They're serving some spooky drinks as well as a drink inspired by the Mexican holiday, the Day of the Dead, during their Halloween party that happens on Halloween, October 31st. And here with us, Brendan Simmons, who is the manager of the Whitlow's on U. Hello.
How you doing?
Now, what is your outfit?
I'm a beer keg.
Okay,
Yeah.
I should have known from my college days. Okay. And also Mike Egan is managing a partner of Whitlow's. Nice to see you.
Nice. Thanks for having us.
And you are dressed as a college student.
Indeed. I'm ready to
That's
tap that
exactly-
keg.
Okay, so tell us all about what you're doing. It sounds like a twofer, right? It's Halloween, but also Day of the Dead
Yes, ma'am.
celebration. Can you talk about it? What's happening on the 31st?
Sure.
All night long, we're going to be partying. Anyone who shows up in costume between 9 and 10 o'clock is going to get a free Jell-O shot.
Okay.
And then at midnight, we're
That's
going to...
pretty amazing.
It's a nice way to get the night started.
Yeah, okay.
And then we're going to have our great themed specials going all night long. You have to be in by 11:30 to have a shot at the costume contest. The winner's going to get $500 in cash.
Wow.
We're very excited for that. We've seen some great costumes down on U Street the last few years, and I think with this cash prize, people are going to take it to another level.
Okay, let's talk about the party a little bit more before we get into the drinks and everything that's offered here. You've got quite a lineup too, right?
Oh yeah, we've got Turtle Recall, who's going to be melting faces on the second floor. They're one of our favorite bands, 80s, 90s, and today. They'll get some Swiftie stuff. It's going to be a blast. And then DJ Killabeats is the DJ who's always got us falling in love again. He's going to be rocking it out. We'll have the party lights going. He's always in a great costume too. So you never know what kind of shenanigans you're going to see with Killabeats.
And just talk about Whitlow's and what it means to the community. It's just a vibrant party scene, folks going out having a good time. Let's talk about the establishment a little bit.
So Whitlow's on U Street. It's three floors. We have the first floor is kind of our sports bar. Like Mike said, the second floor is our kind of our party zone. We have the party lights up there. We're gonna have the live band up there, and the rooftop is just a great rooftop up there.
So just come, stay the whole day.
Panoramic, we use U Street, 930 right
Do
across the street, and you get a really good feel from the neighborhood on that rooftop.
Let's talk about some of the drinks and what kind of drinks we can partake in when we go, some of the specials that you're doing.
Yeah, so I have right here is gonna be the our Red Night. It's gonna be Grey Goose vodka, homemade hibiscus simple syrup, and homemade sour mix.
Okay. Let's make it look so easy. It's not easy. This is an art.
It's even harder in a keg.
Right, exactly. Okay.
We got some edible glitter in this guy to really make it sparkle for you.
Really?
So
okay.
I can't wait to see that underneath the black lights on Halloween.
It's going to be fun.
And just like in Whitlow's fashion, we are going to garnish this one with one of our
that looks delicious.
rubber duckies.
Oh, how cute.
He doesn't want to stay
I think he wants to take a sip.
Oh, yeah, he's already had some. Right.
This is our Red Night.
Okay.
And over here, we have our Purple Rain. So this will be Bacardi rum, Concord grape juice, and ginger beer.
Love that sound. Oh, I can hear Prince singing right now. Purple Rain, got you. Perfect.
Those are two of our special cocktails for the night.
All right, and you know, when you come, you got to eat because this is the key to the longevity of the evening. So, this is just some of the offerings here at Whitlow's.
Of course. So up front here, we have the jerk chicken sandwich, which is on our October special menu. So you got to come check us out before Halloween if you want to grab one of those.
Okay.
Mozzarella sticks, in my opinion, are the best in the city. Have you ever seen any that big?
Look, I'm going to keep this one. But this is the hugest mozzarella stick I've ever seen, and this is mine now. Okay, continue, please.
Then we have our Cuban sandwich, which is one of the most popular on the menu, and what goes better with a keg of beer than some buffalo wings?
I love it so much. All right, so how do people get involved on Halloween night specifically? What's the cost? How do we come? Do we need to sign up? How do we get there?
No cover at Whitlow's, so just swing on by. Our door staff, bartenders, and managers will be keeping an eye on costumes, and we'll be letting people know that they're finalists.
Okay.
You got to be in by 11:30 if you want to be a finalist, and then at 12 o'clock, we're going to pull a finalist up on stage with Turtle Recall. We're going to crown a winner.
This is so much fun. Thank you guys for making adults have some fun. Like, we don't play enough as adults. Do you know what I mean? We don't get to dress up.
I mean, personally, I'm taking my kids trick-or-treating, and then I'm tucking them in, and I'm headed down to U Street.
Okay, I love it. Brendan and Mike, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Come in and see these guys, Whitlow's Bar on U Street. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
All right. And thank you for joining me. You can get your daily dose of Get Uplifted on WUSA 9 mornings. Stay uplifted.